That's quite the thing I want us to have a chat about, though, is were the band, were you, Ali, Nigel and Paul and Jim, were you chasing success, or was that something that just sort of happened?
Well, how do you gauge success? It's like,
what drove you? What was the motivation that drove you to go, like, do you know what? We're going to record original music. We're going to put it out on a CD with a record label. We're going to have management that helps us, track down a deal, what was it that was driving, what was the driving force behind that? Was it success?
Well, there's success, money, success, like fans enjoying it, success, holidays in the sun, and all these things that we perceive that fame can award you with, I guess. And there's egos as well. So, you know, being in a band is very satisfying your ego, trying to fill your cup so it's not just full, it's totally overflowing and flooding the room. But if we're honest about it, I think every musician has got that in them. But it's like, how to be, is a number. It's like if you get a number one, it's like, is that the pinnacle of success? So it's like, what are we actually chasing? It's like, just to chart is a major success.
But do you recall a time of you guys ever sitting around circa kind of 95 or 96 going, this is why we're doing this?
Well, no, because we had so long. The run-in wasn't like we were a boy band and we were really young. It's like we'd had years and years of doing the circuit and gigs, crappy gigs, amazing gigs, from school as well. We were having like hundreds of people turning up to our gigs in Blues Brothers tribute band, me and Ali. So it's like that was successful in its own right back then, when we were very young. Obviously not known nationally or anything, or internationally. So it's just a progression, really, or it was for us, because it was years and years and years.
And when you all kind of you and Ali met Nigel, you formed the band, you put Paul in there, you put Jim in there a little bit later on. Was there a kind of, actually, do you know what? We're going to record these songs. We want to do original material, and we're looking for, the honor or the excitement of having other people kind of listening to that. Like, is that success?
Absolutely, because if you remove every single thing else, it's like the biggest important thing with music is how it goes in people's core. It's a stamp on a time in life and a feeling. It might be good feelings, bad feelings, and processing feelings, and it can transport you back. So that's priceless. If you take away how hard it is to Morning Afterglow coming out of their radio, and it was like, what? It's like the timing was just incredible. Having just cycled like for half an hour, and then I arrive in Sherborne, and there's Morning Afterglow coming out of this radio.
Yeah, it was on the radio a lot. Like, it was on the radio a lot. There was so many, especially like Radio 1. I remember them loving it, absolutely loving it.
Joe Wiley championed it in a big way. So that was.
But it's also an earworm of a song because it just gets stuck in there. So radio friendly.
Yeah.
But was there a kind of is there a euphoria when a musician hears that all that grind and that hard work to get to that point, that long path that you've already kind of talked about, like to then go, I just heard it on a builder's, wireless radio on is that a moment that's like pure pride? That's it.
Yeah, that's a massive tick box exercise. That, that will never happen again in that way, because times are different now. So I've bagged that feeling.
But you'd TFI, that was massive. Like, as a fan, I remember seeing TFI and going like, this is huge. Like, this is an enormous audience. Give me some of the other big ones Because there must have been a few.
Yeah, there's
Glastonbury.
Glastonbury.
Yeah.
Before, now were we on before or after Dogstar, Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves. After.
We were. You say after, but I've read things that say you were on before.
All right. You were there. You were on stage.
I don't remember.
Exactly.
This is Glastonbury.
But who else was on the stage? I think there was. I want to say someone like Busted. I think there was like a really weird
That must
little
be
boy band.
way too early for Busted, surely.
Don't know. I don't think so. I think they were kind of late 90s. But anyway,
Right.
Dodgy. I think. But yeah, that was huge. That must have been like a big moment as well.
Yeah.
Because you're all from the region, like you're all from the area. To play Glastonbury is like a huge honour.
Yeah. Haven't been for a while. The lineup looks a bit different now.
Well, it's a different beast now, isn't it? A very different beast now.
Yeah. In fact, I was listening to the Britpop show the other day, David Marsden, and it was 95, or songs from 95, and just listened through the whole show, and it was like, oh my god, every single song was amazing, and it's like, what have we lost? We've lost so much.
Well, I mean, that must be. I remember festivals in the 90s, the dilemma of which stage you were going to go and hear someone play, because everybody that was playing was awesome. And you were like, proper FOMO. You're like, well, if I go to that stage, I'm going to miss that person. They're all blue. Now, it seems to be at some of the festivals, there's usually a massive crowd in front of one stage and the others are slightly empty because the quality is so variable.
Yeah, and headline acts, it's like one person and some clever lighting and stuff, and often miming as well.
Best festivals now are still ones like the Isle of Wight, where it's like one stage because there's no choice, and it's all good. It's all good quality back to back.
Yeah, I think medium festivals are going to be on the up. Actually, I think people have they've smelt the smell.
And what it's and I'll tell you what I do want to discuss as well, talking about kind of the theme of success and kind of the weirdness surrounding success. So you've done TV, you've done a festival during that period. Music.
I'm proud of it, even though some of it, I didn't want to sign a record deal when it came to it.
Right.
But I'm still proud of what we did, having signed a record deal, and I'm kind of proud that we started from absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
No,
that's
job centre and everything, really struggling and pretty bleak looking forwards, and then we just put our effort in, and time and effort and belief in yourself. And I think when you got the whole band believing in themselves, it's very powerful. And it's like for a song, you need if every single band member loves what they've done on the song and love the song, how many other people are going to love it? And it becomes infectious. So I think that's what we aim for.